6, 5.
This is Charlie Mike, the podcast. Veterans helping veterans, talking about things happening in the veteran community, things we've experienced and overcome, such as addictions, PTSD, depression, legal trouble. And we also promote veteran-owned businesses. If you're talking about it, we're talking about it.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Raul with Charlie Mike, the podcast. We're bringing you a special guest this evening. As I said, Soldier Hard. Man, I've been a fan of his for a minute, and he's actually the reason the whole Charlie Mike military apparel, Charlie Mike, the podcast became what it is. So this is the man right here. Hey, Soldier Hard, tell him a little bit about yourself, brother.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? I go by the name of Soldier Hard. For those that don't know, I did over 10 years in the United States Army. I was a 19 kilo. I deployed 3 times. I got out of I was going to stay in, but I wanted to see how far I could go doing music. Because back then, it was like nobody knew who I was, didn't even really know our stories. So I decided, I'm going to get out and pursue my music career. And I created Redcon 1 Music Group. For y'all don't know, if you guys don't know, then you guys are tardy. Oh shoot! My phone just dropped. My phone just came out of the tripod. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, you good?
Yeah, but So I created Redcon 1 Music Group, and we got we're in our 10th year now, and we just putting out warfighter music, man. You know what I mean? That's all we do is warfighter music to uplift the veteran community with songs like Charlie Mike, Road to Recovery, Red Flags. You know what I mean? We just try to we uplift, inspire, and motivate the warfighter community. And 10 years running, and we still going.
Man, there's one thing that you do at your concerts that I love, man. The Spartan Pledge. How did you become involved with that?
Well, Boone Cutler, he's the author of the Spartan Pledge, and Boone always do. Like it's the warfighter community. The Spartan Pledge belongs to everybody. So, because I asked the permission if I could do it at shows and concerts and events that I go to, and he said, "Bro, do what you want with it. You know what I mean? Just do how I feel what's best." And so that's how I started incorporating it into shows before the.
You missing it? You going crazy?
I haven't did a show in a long time. So. Man, I'm missing, but just like this whole, when COVID hit, this quarantine stuff, man, I always felt the military was better. Military veterans best prepared for it.
Yeah, I agree, man. I told people before this, I was like, hey, I was quarantined way before this even happened, so I'm good.
No, for real, man. That's true. That is true. So, yeah, man. So, that's how it all come about. Boone Cutler's and he'll tell you you could do whatever you want, Raul. You could do whatever you want, however you want to incorporate the Spartan Pledge. As long as you already taking it, then you can do whatever how you want to. But it's for the community. It's ours, and it belongs to us. And it's
so. How did you get involved with like the whole VA thing? I saw you in a commercial. Is that right?
It wasn't the commercial was it was it was a VA partnership. I got that through Boone too. Matter of fact, you know what I mean. So that's a Spartan Pledge with the VA. So became partnership with the VA. So the VAs some VAs.
That's awesome. Get the message out there, brother. It's
at some of their events. So
that's what it's about.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
How's life outside the military been treating you, man?
It's been treating me good, man. I mean, it's just like anything. It's just like the military is whatever you make of it. It could be your best friend. It could be your worst enemy. It's whatever you make it. How you want to look at things. You know what I mean? So, life's great. Life's beautiful. Had a couple of setbacks, little speed bumps in the road, but it's life. We push through it. You know what I mean? So, everything is good. Yeah, Charlie Mike, continue missing all the time, man. You got to, though. You really got to, though. Because even though, like, if you're outside the wire and things happen, you get into firefights, whatnot,
Yeah.
and or you get a vehicle breakdown, you fix it in Charlie Mike, and then you report that Charlie Mike. I mean, you're ready to
Right,
go.
right,
You know what I
right.
mean? We just roll with the punches. You know what I
Man,
mean?
hey,
So
that's you, brother.
that's
You did it,
I
man.
love the
I
name,
told
man. I
you,
love
man,
the
that
name,
that
Charlie
one
Mike,
night
military
you
apparel.
it changed me. And
Yeah.
I've been following your music since, man. Remember I told you, since like MySpace, man. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. So out of all the
Yeah.
songs
Long
you've
time,
ever
man.
made, and you just dropped your what album?
Oh, I just dropped my
How you
28th
still coming
album,
up with
man.
songs though, bro?
28. I just dropped it last week, man. So that's a good question you asked that, man. I come up with a lot of a lot of my topics come from my Facebook timeline. You know what I mean? I read it. I read other people's posts, and I'm like, man, that's a problem within the veteran community. I see too much of it, so I need to turn that into a song. And also a lot of it is just me thinking on what I think needs to change and what awareness and
Yeah, that's
preventions
what's
we need
up,
to put
man.
out there.
One thing I
So I
like that
create a song about
I
it.
hear you say a lot is I don't know if you say it exactly, but it is what you make it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, your life is what you make it. If you overcome obstacles and you Charlie Mike, then you can succeed in everything that you do. And I see you on Facebook preaching that to other military members, and that's what's up, man. I respect the hell out of that.
It's true, bro. I gotta tell my kids, man, you're the author of your own story. You're the author of it. So
Yeah.
you're the one that's creating your story. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be however you make it. If you write a book about recliner chairs, it's gonna be about recliner chairs. So make your life story however you see fit. If you want it to be bad, then it's gonna be bad. But if you take control, grab that remote control, and just always think positive, do positive, be positive, no matter what. And that's hard. It's harder. It's harder. It's easier said than done. You know what I mean? It really is. But then you just practice and just practice and just practice to always focus on positive and never mind the negativity. Try to
Yeah,
practice to
in
ignore
your last
negativity.
album, you
You're gonna
said
be all right.
it was
You know what I mean?
man. You got to find a mission. You got to find a mission. I forgot what song it was, to be honest with you, but you like you got to find a mission on your own to help keep your mind off of things, and that's the truth, bro.
Yeah, it is the truth. It is true. That's like what you're doing. You know what I mean? Charlie Mike,
Yeah,
military apparel is your mission, right? And it's keeping you busy, right? So that's why I'm speaking from experience. Redcon One Music Group and Warfighter music in general has been my focus. It's been my mission. You know what I mean? So it keeps me busy. It's
yeah,
better than sitting at home in the recliner chair not doing nothing. You know what I mean? Because you sit around and then you're just thinking about so much stuff. You know what I mean? And
that's real.
stay busy, man. Find a mission or it's game over.
Yeah.
That's what I
So,
said.
out
That's
of
what I
all
said.
your
Find a
songs you've
mission
made
or
in
it's game
28
over.
albums, do you have a favorite?
That's really hard to say because songs that
My bad.
okay, I'm gonna play this game. I don't like playing this game, but I will. I'm gonna say I don't like playing because I got so
Yeah,
many. You know what I mean? And there's so many of my favorite tracks. But the ones that I do find myself listening
yeah,
to are is my therapy session album and group therapy album. That's what I always
hmm,
revert back to. Only because I can't make music like that. Yeah, like the therapy session album, group therapy final session. I can't make music like that no more. I can't, because that's when I was in my dark days. You know what I mean? And when I was still, pushing through the pain and I was still getting knocked down, but still trying to stand back up and get knocked down again. But now I don't view life like how I did
yeah,
before. I make a song, um, still in recovery. It's like I can't, or dear PTSD. I can't express that pain like I did before. You know what I mean? So I like to revert back to that to just capture those moments, and man, it makes me feel good. You know what I mean? So I would have to say my songs in my therapy session. Red Flags is one of my favorite ones. Red Flags is one of my favorite ones because it was a time when it was the suicide rate was only 18 back then. It was 18.
Yeah,
I'm not
right.
gonna say only because that's still a lot. 18, and then it switched to 22, and I remember like feeling so upset, like, man, I didn't do anything to make it drop lower. I got to do something to try and make it drop lower. So I did Red Flags. You know what I mean?
Do you remember the first person to tell you that your music saved them?
I don't remember. This
Uh,
is way a
Do you remember
long
the
time ago,
feeling of
man.
how
I
that
don't know the
felt?
first person though. I hear it a lot of times, and they all feel the same. Like it
Yeah, man.
makes me feel like I'm doing my job. You know what I mean? It's like to me, it's not like it's not like in the people buying it or people giving me props on the music. The payment for me is like getting like Soldier Hard. Your music has changed my life. You know, your music has helped me start this organization I'm doing right now. You know what I mean? Because I hear that all the time, not just Charlie Michael Peril. You know what I mean? So there's a lot out there, and that just makes me feel like, man, I'm just another tool in the toolbox doing this job. You know what I
It's
mean?
real,
So I
man.
feel like I'm doing my job.
You've been blessed with a gift, and I appreciate it. You've definitely your music's helped me through some hard times, man. And from me to you, I I salute you, brother. Hey,
Right back at you, man. Thank you, brother. I got you, man. And you know what's crazy is I didn't even like do it on purpose. I'm not gonna say it's an accident. Before I used to say it's an accident how Warfighter music came about. It's just but to me nothing is an accident. Everything is how it's supposed to be, however it unfolds, good or bad. So I didn't plan on making music to help people. I didn't plan that. I made music in the beginning on warfighter topics, like for
yeah,
me, for my healing. Therapy session album, you know what I mean? Road to Recovery album. That was my healing. That was my therapy. And then it just came about. It just came to like people felt it, and then warfighters. It helped warfighters. So I was like, then I really embraced like, okay, now I'm gonna do music for warfighters. So then I started like veering off on my own how I was feeling. I was focusing on how other people feeling when I see them on their timeline and I read their stories and I talk to them one on one. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna tell your story through a song. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do music for
man,
Warfighter. So that's
that's
how that
awesome,
came
man.
about.
How does it feel, man, to just be part of the whole? Like I said, I consider you one of the founding fathers of the Charlie Mike movement, man, and that's I think that's about us. I feel honored just talking to you right now. When we met, one of the times we met, it's weird because I don't get starstruck, bro. I never do that, but for some reason I did, man. And 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 I got starstruck at the same time. I was like, dang, I felt like we had known each other forever, like we were family. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah. I love that. I love that. But you know what I mean? It's as far as like how you said, I get that a lot too. As far as people being starstruck, but if you met me that day, I don't act like I don't act like
Yeah,
I'm like a star or anything like that. You know what I mean? I always keep warfighters first. I'm a
right.
warfighter first, then I'm an artist second. You know what I mean? I gotta keep that in my mind and stay on solid ground to never veer off into the line in that limelight and get a big head. You know what I mean? So I always feel funny when people say, "Man, I'm starstruck," because I don't view me as a star. I don't. I just do my part within our warfighter community to uplift and motivate and inspire other people. That's all I'm here for. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I get that all the time, and I tell people don't treat me like that. And like if I meet warfighters and I see them start being a fanboy, I tell them, hold on, no, man, we're brothers
Yeah,
first, we're warfighters first. Don't worry about all that old celebrity thing. Don't worry about that. We
that's what's up,
warfighters, so
man.
let's hang out like
That's what's up.
warfighters.
What's
You
next
know what
for
I
you,
mean?
brother?
So,
You got 29 coming?
oh yeah, I do. The 29th one is no, that's my I got 29, so 28 solo. So I got like 37 like partnered albums. So I got like me and Jay Deuce. Me and Jay Deuce just finished an album, and we're gonna drop that. We're gonna start working on videos for it, and then we're gonna release it.
He's got a unique voice, man. I like it,
What's
man.
that? Yeah. Jay Deuce is he's a hustler, man. He works. I love working with him in the studio. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. I'm honored to do finally do an album with him because I always wanted to. We never made it happen, but now I flew out there for within 3 days. We created a whole album in 3 days.
So how would people find your music if they wanted to reach out to you and follow you, man?
Man, Instagram. Follow me on the Instagram. I run my own pages. Follow me on Facebook. Just search Soldier Hard. I run both pages. I used to let other people run my page, but I don't no more because I want to speak for myself and no one to speak for me. So I run all those pages. Those are the two that I'm really on. But they can find me on they can find me on Apple Music, Spotify. Add me to the playlist on all digital retailers. I'm on there, and if you don't got it, if you're not paying for those services, go to YouTube. You can listen to them all for free because all my albums are.
Man, that's what's up. Hey, I just wanted to tell you, man, thank you again for taking a few minutes and spending time with me, man. And like I said, it's an honor, and thank you, man, for everything you've done. The brothers and sisters you saved and helped save, you know, it's an honor, man.
No problem, man. Thank you for having me. And the next time I'm in your area, in Texas,
sounds good, man. Charlie Mike.
All right, brother. Be cool, man.